So yeah, like I said, McLaren had a great fight. Congratulations to Lando, congratulations to Oscar, congratulations more Lando's point of view because he won the race. And now let's move on to others. Ferrari, they got better. They look quite good, finishing third and fourth. Leclerc in third. Obviously far away from McLaren as they were, I think 30, 17 seconds, something like that at some stage. Hamilton fourth. Mercedes fifth. Norris was almost a minute ahead of Russell. My God. Liam Lawson, he had a fantastic race, finishing sixth position. Very good race from Vika and from Leo Lawson. I think it was outstanding. So was Bortoleto. What a great race he had as well, finishing eighth. He got his first points as a Formula One driver, particularly for Sauber. So it's been a long time. It's been quite some time coming for him because he deserved it because he had a couple of races, couple of qualifying where he did really well, but he was not lucky enough to get in the points. But this time he was lucky enough and he deserved it enough. And he had a very good race. Yes, you could say it's a track that it suits him very well because from his F2 experiences, but you have to also give credit to him because he performed fantastically well. Bortoleto. So eighth position in the Sauber and Sauber. That's two drivers' points finish because Hulkenberg finished ninth, and Hulkenberg was starting in 20th position and he finished ninth in the end. Wow, amazing drive from Hulkenberg. Honestly, amazing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was a bit of problem in the car for the car for Hulkenberg because there was the formation lap and there was a bit of a problem for his car. Yes, he kept going and he drive and he could have any problems after that, but there was a bit of problem in that. You can clearly see, but Hulkenberg and Sauber got the strategy right, and it was a great comeback for Sauber. Well done to Ocon as well because the Haas had a poor qualifying, but Ocon managed to get a point, so well done to him. Alonso finishing seventh as well. A great race from him, brilliant. The way he defended as well against Bortoleto, good defending because let's be honest, one or two laps Bortoleto would have catched him, but Fernando Alonso defended very well. You can clearly see Alonso wanted to go past Lando Norris because Lando Norris was lapping, like he said that in his interview, Fernando Alonso, that he was like, he's my manager, I will defend him, I'm the boss, but I don't want to hurt him too much. But when Lando Norris lapped Bortoleto and there was blue flags, he was relieved, so it was a good fight. I think Bortoleto, one or two laps more, he would have catched Alonso, but yeah, it was good fun between these two. Obviously, Alonso happy and congratulating his manager is Bortoleto. Obviously, Bortoleto's manager is Fernando Alonso, so he was congratulating him after his first points finish. Max Verstappen wasn't happy for him as well. We're going to talk about him, Max Verstappen as well. So, but yeah, great for Sauber, great for Bortoleto, great performance. And Sauber, since the upgrades they brought in, I think in Spain, they've looked amazingly good. Hulkenberg finishing fifth in Spain, seventh in Canada, and now 2 drivers' points finish in Austria. Got Bortoleto eighth, Hulkenberg ninth. I mean, Sauber looked really good. Before Spain, they had a very difficult start, except that race in Australia. But obviously, that was a race in Australia was crazy. But after that, in normal races, they've looked amazingly good, and I have to give them a lot of credit. And now they're ninth in the championship, but it doesn't tell the whole story because they've improved massively in terms of points, in terms of how well they've done, in terms of upgrades, in terms of management as well, because they brought in people who are very experienced in managing, in being involved in big teams like Jonathan Whitney at Red Bull, Matteo Binotto at Ferrari, even though he was a bit of a laughing stock there as a team principal. So they've got experienced guys, and obviously they're going to become Audi next year as well. So yeah, I mean, Sauber look really good, and they're ninth, but it doesn't tell the whole story, and they're not far away. They're 2 points behind Aston Martin, they're 3 points behind Haas, they are 10 points behind the V Cup. So they're not far away from sixth position, even though they're ninth, because they've performed really good, and the upgrades have really worked for them. So yeah, kudos to Sauber. Bortoleto, he was driver of the day and deserved it. So he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. He deserved it. Liam Lawson as well. He had a great race as well. Especially the problems he had, the confidence he's had since leaving Red Bull at start season actually. The problems in his confidence he's had, but he's managed to come back quite strong. Since coming back to VCAR. And yes, it's a less pressured environment to be fair, but you can clearly see in a less pressured environment and in a car that he can that can be let's say less chance of being difficult to drive, because let's be honest, driving in the Red Bull car is very difficult to drive. um, when you drive a car that is more suitable to your liking, then you can do well. And Liam Lawson showed that he can do it well for VCAP. So very good performance for him. Very good performance for Bortoleto. Very good performance for Hulkenberg. Very good performance for Alonso and Ocon as well. And yeah, and then obviously there was the first moment happened in the race in the first lap, where in turn 3 where Piastri went past Leclerc in turn 1, and then turn 3 could have passed him as well, but Norris managed to keep the lead. Also, there's an incident happened in turn 3, and before the race as well. Before the race, the DNS happened for Carlos Sainz because he's stuck in the first gear. He couldn't get the car moving in a formation lap. That's why the race start was delayed. And when he got the car back up and he could get back on, he started from the pit lane, and there was fire in his car. There was fire in the back end of his car. So, I mean, Williams, man, and DNF as well for Alex Albon. Especially, I was surprised to see Alex Albon DNF because he at some point he was in 6th position and he went past a driver. I don't know exactly. I think it was Bortoleto or Lawson, one of them. He made a great overtake and he was 6th position. He was doing quite well, and then 3-4 laps later he DNF. I was like, what? Like, Williams, since Imola, they've had an absolute stinker. I mean, they've had a great start to the season and they're still 5th. They've had a great start to the season. They've had a good season so far, but since Imola, they've had a stinker. It's got a stinker. They've been in a very poor form. So Williams have got to respond as quickly as possible. So because for sure Williams don't want to be caught by VCARB and others, because VCARB are slightly improving, Aston Martin are slightly improving, Sauber are improving as well. They've looked consistently quite decent this season so far. So Williams in a comfortable position in 5th, but it's not like foregone conclusion for them. So because they've had a poor run of form, so they need to be careful. Antonelli, and then the first lap happened, turn 3, where Antonelli crashed in the back of Verstappen. I don't know what Antonelli was doing. That was so stupid from him. And yes, it's a rookie's mistake. There's absolutely no doubt. It's a rookie's mistake. Obviously, Antonelli is in high momentum, getting that first podium in Canada, finishing exams. It should be amazing. And then your first race, you finish 9th in qualifying. And to be fair, he was unlucky as well because of the yellow flag, etc. But race start, he went past Bortoleto, Lawson, and I don't remember who it was, the other guy. I don't remember. I think it was Bortoleto, Lawson. So he went past those 2 drivers and he went to try to go past Verstappen, but he locked in the first gear. He locked up, and then he crashed into Verstappen. That was a similar situation to what nearly happened between Gasly and Norris in lap 20. So, rookie's mistake, bad mistake from Antonelli. He will learn from it. It was a stupid mistake, but like I said, he will learn from it, and he should come back stronger next time. Verstappen, that's a DNF for him. I mean, that's 0 points. That's 2 or 3 races where he's had 1 or 0 points. Like 1 point in Spain where he, obviously he lost his mind. 18 points in Canada, but it's now 0 points in Austria. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, his title chances are over. I mean, how far is he? Because the gap between him and, of course, between Oscar and Lando is very huge. He's now 46 points behind Lando, and 61 points behind Oscar Piastri. I'm sorry, but the gap. I'm sorry, like it's over. It's over for Verstappen. It's over, and he's only 9 points clear of Russell as well. So, as far as I'm concerned, Verstappen, his title chances are over. It's over. It's over. So, I think the fight for the title is going to be between the two McLarens, without a shadow of a doubt, between Piastri and Norris. The constructors, obviously, McLaren have got that wrapped up. They're leading over 200 points over Ferrari, who've got second, only 1 point ahead of Mercedes. Red Bull fourth. So, Verstappen another day to forget DNF in a track where he usually does what he does well. So, yeah, I'm very unfortunate for Verstappen, very unfortunate for Red Bull. You could see that the poor race as well, so it was a disaster weekend for Red Bull. That's for sure. Colapinto, like I said, had a 5-second time penalty for forcing Piastri off the track. Piastri, after the incident happened, he said that Alpine still managed to find a way to fuck me over after all these years later, huh? That's so savage from Oscar. But yeah, now that we can clearly say now that Verstappen's title chances now are over. It's finished now. He's done and dusted. I can't see him fighting for the title and even taking it to Qatar or to Abu Dhabi to against Verstappen. Against Norris and Piastri. So I can't see it. So it's not because he doesn't have it in him anymore, but the car of Red Bull is such a diva, man. Honestly, it's a track where Christian Horner, like, he was talking a lot before the qualifying, saying that we have a great chance to make those McLaren fans cry who are because there's a lot of orange fans in Austria, Verstappen fans and McLaren fans, so we have a chance to make those McLaren fans cry. Like, don't talk too much, man. Like, talk on the track, and his words got backfired clearly. So Verstappen, your Red Bull got clattered. Disaster weekend in qualifying, disaster day in qualifying and in the race, disaster weekend overall, disaster weekend for Williams. They've had a stinker as well. Antonelli, not good as well, but a poor mistake he made. So yeah, that's it. Huge win for Lando Norris. Great victory, great performances from Portoletto, Lawson, Alonso, Sauber. So very important win for Lando, as I said. 15 points now behind Oscar, and the Silverstone race is coming up. I can't wait for it. It's going to be very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Red Bull should come back, and Mercedes should come back as well. And Ferrari, with the upgrades, it looks like they're going in better, and they're going to bring another upgrade for Silverstone. Could it be 4 teams for the win? Who knows? And it's going to be very, very exciting. That's for sure. So yeah, that's it, guys. I wish you have a nice day. See you next time for the next video I make, or whatever next day I do. You'll see. And have a nice day, and see you. Bye.